Now, let's talk about the we still call it the burning issue and we call it the developing issue because it's ongoing. The court judgment against the PDP candidates of the Edo 2024 governorship election, Aswen Igodalo. Some days ago, the Federal High Court in Abuja said that some of the delegates that were supposed to vote during the primaries were not allowed to vote. The winners, I'm not a lawyer, but I've heard from different people, from different lawyers, people who are not lawyers. They have argued it this way, they have argued it that way. Every nooks and crannies, there are different positions. But I took one position that I know, even when I'm not a lawyer, that that's the reality. From Dr. Ruben Abati of Arise TV. He said that you cannot build something on nothing. If the judge says that some of the delegates were not allowed to vote, and that was confirmed by the PDP lawyer when he came out to say the judge did not order, the removal of Aswani Godalo as the PDP candidate for the Edo 2024 election, but he did admit that the judge said that there was a problem because people that were supposed to vote as delegates were not allowed to vote. In that case, the winners, there's a problem. What do you think?
Thank you for bringing up this legal issue. You see, for the judgment, I saw on Facebook people parading the CTC, certified true copy. Okay, the certified true copy did not say Igodalo is removed or Igodalo is no more the PDP ticket holder. That is not the issue. The substantive issue, that is the main issue, is that the delegates went to court because of disenfranchisement. Their human rights to vote and be voted for. So if that right is taken away from anyone in Nigeria, you have the equitable right to go to court. It's not about they are not aspirants. They are participants. They are individuals. They are in group. And the right, human right to vote, which is electoral, to vote was taken away from them. And equity corrects any wrong. Equity is there to correct wrong. It's not about common law that no, it's like a child born 6 months ago and the father went for DNA and the DNA proves he's not the biological father. Do you still impose this child on this man if the man says no?
No.
So do you now say because the child is 6 months old, it must be his?
Or because he wrote his name at that point on the...
At that point. So the judgment of Federal High Court is the substantive issue there is that there is mandatory injunction not to exclude the delegates from voting, and they did not allow them to vote. So the case is implied that Ighodalo is not standing legally. Yeah, the standing is shaky because the bottom line is that there is mandatory injunction. But PDP, even their lawyers, different people are saying the judgment did not talk about Ighodalo is not the ticket. It did not nullify Ighodalo. That is not the issue. When there is judicial review, it is about something that has happened. When a criminal commits burglary and you go to court, that burglary has happened. The delegates took PDP to court for procedural impropriety, that the process, the Federal High Court look at the process. It's not about whether Ighodalo or not nullified. So there is implied judgment that Ighodalo is nullified.
Yeah.
It is implied in the judgment.
You're right.
It is not expressed in the judgment, but it's implied.
Yeah. Yeah. And they talk about, I see them say, oh, the process is over. You cannot come back now and say, this is the electionary period. The primary is over. You can't tell us to go and do another primary. That's not what we're talking about. The law is blind to that reality of the moment. The law is looking at where you are coming from, the process. Was it right? If it wasn't right, then the law do not care about where you are now. It is that an illegality has been carried out. People has been disenfranchised.
Yes.
Who had the right to vote as at the time you nominated your candidate. They were not allowed to vote. And the judge has said, yes, that is the fact, that they were not allowed to vote. So you cannot build something on nothing, and you cannot give what you do not have. So there's a problem. It needs to be dealt with. That's where we are. So when we hear, oh, no, the judge was barred for 2 years, was barred for promotion, but the judge was not removed. The judge did not give judgment from his own house. He is still a judge. He's still a judge, right?
The judge
is still a judge.
Yes, the judge was not there. No judge witnesses any event.
That's not even what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that for those who are saying, don't mind the judge, he was barred from promotion because of this or that last year, and so what I'm saying is that we need to know what are the facts. The facts are that judge is still a judge. Even if he was not promoted last year, he's still a judge in the Federal High Court.
He was the sitting judge.
He was the sitting judge.
He presided over the case.
He presided over the case.
He looked at facts. He looked at the plaintiffs, their statement of the statement they gave. They look at the defendants, that is the PDP. Both of them were listened to. The judge is there to look at who is the reasonable man.
Yeah.
He looks at the objective aspect of the case. Who is more reasonable? Which presentation is more reasonable? He wasn't there when the primary happened. No judge witnesses any crime.
No.
You are giving, the defendant is giving room to defend, to present his case. The plaintiff is allowed to present. The judge looks, the law looks at the facts.
Yeah, they look at the fact. And you can't come to tell us that your
And
defense should not be that the judge had a problem last year.
no,
So
that is
when,
personal.
when
That
he does what
going
is when he
personal
does
is
what is right today, you will not accept it. And then again, there's another issue.